Hello. The way we need our cars need fuel to function. A lot of people need recognition to function. Without recognition, they will not be able to do anything. The moment people stop recognizing them, they stop existing. That is how some people function. If we want to tell ourselves the truth, not everything that happens that we said when we tweet about it, we get response. A lot of people castigated celebrities. Why are you not speaking up concerning what is happening between Israel and Palestine? Why are you not talking about it? Post something. If you want to tell yourself the truth, what that individual is going to post, what will it change? There are times when your tweet is going to make an effect, and there are times your tweet will never make an effect. Talk about Congo. Talk about Somalia, talk about Sudan, talk about. That is what you see on a daily basis on Instagram or Twitter or TikTok, whichever platform you use. But for the months, the years, the people have been tweeting, talking, has anything changed? Nothing. It's still the same. Nothing has changed in those countries. Because your tweets, your post, it doesn't matter. Nothing has changed. Do you know what matters? Let me ask you a question. Do you still think that we need the pyramid kind of lifestyle? Are you the kind of individual that you believe, let me not use the word feel, you believe that we need the poor people in order for us to be able to function as a society? Are you that kind of individual? Are you the kind of individual that go to the mall and you don't even greet, you treat the security guard as trash? But you are that individual doing this. But when it comes to the internet, because you need recognition, you will start typing about Congo. You will type about Israel. You will type about Lebanon because you need recognition. That is not how to function. They say charity begins where? At home. If you're the kind of person that have a maid, how do you treat your maid? Do you see your maid as somebody beneath you? Or you see your maid as an equal? How do you see your maid? How do you treat your neighbor? You see your neighbor as somebody that is poor, right? As somebody that does not deserve to be in the same estate as you. You go to the fueling station and there's a fuel attendant. How do you treat the attendant? You go grocery shopping. You get to the cashier desk. How do you treat them? As someone beneath you. Someone that is not worthy to talk to you. The mailman should come. The dispatch driver should come. How do you treat them? Do you receive your package and say thank you? Do you go grocery shopping and you say thank you? Does your maid clean for you and you say thank you? Do you book an Uber and sit like a CEO, like the owner of the vehicle, and you treat the Uber driver as someone beneath you, someone below your standard that is not worthy to talk to you? And then when you highlight from the vehicle, you bang the door. Courtesy does not even demand for you to say thank you. But I believe in that moment, when you were driving from your destination to wherever you're going to, you were tweeting about Congo. You were on the internet talking about let us love one another. But what are you doing to the Uber driver? You still believe that we need pyramid to function. You still believe we need hierarchy to function as a society. You don't want to see everybody as equal. Every living thing as equal. You don't want to acknowledge, you don't want to accept the law of oneness. To you, you are above every other person and every other species on earth. You see them as trash. I want to tell you today that poverty was created by man. Do you know the reason why the Bible tells you that the poor will never cease from the land? It's because man wrote it there. And the reason man wrote that there is because they want you to, when you're poor, they want you to feel, they want you to believe that God wants you to be poor. There is no respect in poverty. If the universe is this rich, if the universe is this abundant, do you think the universe wants you to be poor? No. A man like you wants you to be poor. The wealth on earth, the resources on earth can cater for everybody if one person does not choose to be covetous. If you tell yourself, I have what I need in this moment, I don't need to be covetous, I don't need to stack more. What I have in this moment is enough for me. It can cater for me. Let me release the other things I don't need. I don't want. Let me release it. I tell you the truth. Should the 1%, those people that are stinkingly rich, should they do that, there will be nobody that is poor. Poverty is not natural. It is not. We are supposed to live as one. Let it be that I choose, not I am forced, not circumstances made it happen to me like that. Let it be that I choose to be a mailman. I choose to. I want to. Not because of circumstances, but I want to do it. I want to drive the garbage truck. Not because of circumstances, but because I want to. I love working in McDonald's. Not because I want to, but not because of circumstances, but because I want to. That is how it's meant to be as a society, if we choose to live as a community. Everybody is going to do what they want to do because they choose to do it. Because they love doing it. And then once the garbage truck arrives at your doorstep, you're not going to treat that individual with disdain, but with respect. Because you know that that individual wants to do that. That individual chose to do that. The individual did not tell themselves, I am forced to do this. I want to do this. I love doing this. This is the service I am giving to the community. Do you understand? As a collective, as a whole, we cannot get rid of the pyramid system. But as an individual, we can. How can you do it as an individual? Start today. Don't see yourself above. Don't see yourself above anybody. Do you understand? See yourself as equals. Well, once you get to the tailor shop, see it that this tailor loves doing that thing, not because of circumstance. That is her passion. But once you go grocery shopping, see the cashier, see the attendant, that is the person's passion. Treat the person like as in the same way you're going to treat the CEO, the owner of that grocery store. Do you understand? You get your item. Don't speak authoritatively. Don't do that. Don't speak as if the person is beneath you. Don't talk in a manner that has zero courtesy. Talk with respect. Talk with love. Don't be harsh. Your mate comes cleaning. Gist with the mate. Open a conversation while the maid is cleaning. Your gardener comes. Talk. Have a conversation. Don't treat the person like trash. Don't do that. See that everybody, they are doing what they're doing because they love it. I am talking to you today because I love doing this. I don't see anybody as above me. In fact, not anybody. I don't see any living organism as above me or below me. I don't. I'll say it again, that it is this knowledge that came into me that made me to go through the route of being a vegan. When I started seeing everybody as one. Because we all came from the same source. It is man that created the class. It is man that separated us. It is man that chose to look at one people and say they are meant to be slave and the other people as meant to be slave owners. It is man. It is not the universe. Anytime I watch old movies, I ask myself the question. Let me talk about movies back then, Korea. When it was just Korea, not South and not North, just Korea. When I watch such movies, I ask myself a question. Now, somebody's going to say that I can actually understand when we don't have the same skin complexion and then you want to see me as beneath you. Okay, fine. I can actually understand. But what happens We look alike. Our skin is the same. Our hair is the same. Our accent is the same. Then in that moment, what happened? How did they start it? How did they create it? I can never understand. How do you suddenly tell yourself, I belong to the elect? How did it happen? And you are a slave. I don't understand. Anytime I watch such a movie, I ask myself the question, like, make it make sense to me. How does such happen? How do humans do it? I will never understand. Because I don't even want to understand, no matter how you tell me. So if you're the kind of person that is still living in such archaic mentality, I want you to come out of it. Even if your complexion is not the same, even if your hair is not the same, even if it's an animal, whatsoever, as long as you know that that animal, that human is alive, you guys breathe the same air. Treat the individual as one. If I'm sick today, and they say I need a kidney transplant, and an Asian is about to pass on, an Asian says that I want to donate my organs to anybody in need, they're going to check if that kidney is suitable for me. And if it's a yes, they will give it to me. True or false? They're not going to say that it's an Asian kidney and it does not belong to a melanated. They won't say that. Do you understand? That is the oneness I am talking about. So don't do things just for recognition. Don't do things so that people are going to say, yeah, she's talking about Israel and Palestine. She's talking about them. She's castigating Israel. She's for Palestine. I never for once posted that thing, and I will never post it. Because I know that my post is not going to do anything. But you know what is going to do something? Should the cleaner come that cleans my compound, the compound where I stay, how I speak to that cleaner matters. That is going to do something. Do you understand? If I'm going out, how I speak to the security matters. Do you get? If I book a ride, how I speak to the rider matters. In that moment, nobody is looking at me. Nobody's going to like my tweets. I am not looking for recognition, but that is who I am. How are you outside of the internet? How are you outside of the internet? Whenever you want to give, do you make sure that your camera is on? Yeah, show them that I'm giving out. Do you do that? So how you live your life outside of the camera, outside of people liking, it matters a lot. So if you're the kind of person that before, you usually see people that are not in the same class as you because you're still in that class system, I want you to stop it today. Start today to see everybody as your equal. I am not talking about feminism here. This has nothing to do with feminism. Do you get me? This has everything to do with oneness. The law of one. See the animal as you see you. See your neighbor as you see you. See the cashier as you see you. See the Uber driver as you see you. See the gardener as you see you. Do you understand? Because that person is you. Do you get? We are all consciousness, experiencing ourselves in different form. So start today. We cannot just say we want to scatter it. We want to stop the pyramid system. We cannot just do that because it has been happening for decades. But we can start now, little by little. What you do, what I do is going to make a ripple effect in the body of this water. So start now. Don't tell yourself that what you do is not going to change anything. It's going to change something in that little environment. Stop looking at the bigger picture. Just stay with this small. Just stay here. Do something. Don't go to school to drop your child and talk to the teacher in a manner that has zero respect. That teacher is taking care of your child in your absence. So talk to that teacher with respect and love. Do you understand? So that is how we're meant to live. The law of one. See everybody as you see you. Everybody, every living organism as you see you. Alright? I am you and you are me. Until next time, bye for now.